mean, when I look at CPI, I do sometimes wonder how the basket is put together. 752 items in it,
Yeah.
and they've just changed it, and they put yoga mats and virtual reality headsets in it. I mean,
Very
really?
wise. Very wise.
I mean, how is that reflective of the cost of living?
Yeah, I mean, I leave all that sort of stuff to the statisticians. Somebody complained to me recently how.
But you have to set policy of it.
Well, yeah, but it's meant to be a representative basket. That clearly there are going to be some minority things in there. But somebody was complaining to me that private education was in the CPI. And he said, why is private education the CPI? It's only consumed by a sort of minority of the public. Shouldn't be in there at all. And I said, well, it's a sufficiently important part of the expenditure of the households that it should be in there. I don't. And,
Well, I would argue that more people use private education than virtual reality headsets.
and that's absolutely true. But certainly they spend more on it. But if we didn't have that updating process with the CPR, we would still have candles instead of light bulbs, coal instead of gas in the basket. So it does serve its purpose.
Well, you see, Andrew, you say that they've just got rid of DVD rentals. I mean, the last time I rented a DVD was back in the 1990s.
Yes. Well, I feel a bit ancient, the fact that I actually watch DVDs, or I listen to CDs, or even more.
No, I still do that, but I don't go out and buy them.
Well, no.
Not anymore, anyway.
I feel like I'm on the wrong podcast here.
We get them in the charity.
What podcast do you think you're on, Michael?
We get them in the charity shop, Michael.
Turned into Desert Island Discs.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to start down my vinyl collection.
Oh, showing our age here, Andrew.
But more seriously about this, I did create some innovation on the MPC when I was on it, in the sense that MPC members were very accustomed to using sporting analogies. Now, I spoke earlier about the Maradona theory of monetary policy, and Eddie George was very keen on talking about sailing, and cricket and football occurred quite a bit in Mervyn's speeches. And it was actually Ed Conway, who's now on Sky, but he was at the Daily Telegraph at the time, and he said, look, you're interested in rock music. Why don't you put a bit of rock music a few rock music references in your speeches? And I thought, yeah, that's a good idea. So I was looking for the opportunity to do that, and my best achievement on that front was doing a speech entitled Selling England by the Pound, the title of the Genesis album, in February 2011, which had a very serious purpose behind it. But if you look through my speeches, if you've got nothing better to do, you will find that there's other references to rock music cropping up all over the place.
Well, Michael does analysis by the pun, so I think you're in good company. Well, okay, we both do, but
that's better.